tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Cutler's Bears going up against Romo's Cowboys. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. First carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And we get a peek at the offense and a peek at Alshon Jeffrey.
An absolute matchup nightmare for any defensive back. Size, speed, terrific hands.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers and allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there? Breaking all codes and getting into the backfield and making the play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. On 3rd down, Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Deion Bush. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On 2nd down, here's Cutler. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. That one goes for 24 yards. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
In the red zone this time. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. That is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys! Terrence Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Here's Cutler. Deep drop. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A handoff, Jeremy Langford. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll come out in the pistol. Langford again. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So Langford the carry there, 4th-round pick last year with Forte vacating to New York. A lot of the spotlight on Langford.
A lot of running backs have possibilities in Chicago. If he can emerge and eat up carries, I think he'll produce in a big way.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Romo, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
That one goes for 24 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll throw on 1st down with Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come up in an offset eye. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Cutler. It's caught, and he rolls. his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are in for 6. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills, but how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And that's caught by Beasley. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. 1 man in the backfield. Elliott. Back to the air they go. Romo on 2nd down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now a 1st down throw. Romo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 10. Romo once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Romo. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Quentin Coples able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
This is Langford, and he will lose yardage on the play back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. It's Langford fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the back goes into motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Let's go.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. Right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he's brought down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Chicago first down. A good-looking run there by Jeremy Langford.
And what I've always liked about him has been not just his versatility, but his perseverance. I think he's one of those backs that gets better as the game goes on and he gets increased carries. Does have some good toughness running inside. I remember when he was at Michigan State, at one point I did a game of his. He was listed as third-team left corner, played cornerback, receiver, and running back for the Spartans.
Won a couple of Big Ten titles there as well. From midfield now, here's Cutler. Surveying the field. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. And this is complete to Zach Miller. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and 2, now Cutler. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Bears are set up now 1st and goal.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
The lone setback is Langford. Cutler to throw again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
To throw again is Cutler. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going up.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. On 3rd and goal, Cutler. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now a 1st down throw. Romo. And his throw is incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to the air they go. Romo on 2nd down. Caught right side, Jaron Brown. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Shift together here from the D-line. From the red zone now, Romo. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. They'll put Jeffrey here in motion left. Now Cutler on third and long. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, here's Romo. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Bryant, the lone receiver left. Romo. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Fighting through. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 23 yards on the play.
Wow, I can't help it. When I see Jay Cutler throw the football and throw one like that with a big completion, I can't help but be impressed.
His arm strength, such an asset. Huh?
It really is, because it gets him in trouble sometimes, but I think it gets him out of trouble more often than that.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Langford. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Tenth carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, Romo. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Bryant, the lone receiver left. Romo now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Romo. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And it'll be fourth down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Langford. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game. Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game. So second and 10 here. Another pistol look here. On second down, Cutler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Cutler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Cutler now to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And there's a flag on the play. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a first down throw, Romo. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Romo hands to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Romo. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second and 10. Romo once more. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the first rounder, Leonard Floyd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Langford. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Yet again, here's a wildcat look. Direct snap to Langford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Halfback sent in motion. On third down, Cutler. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Get ready.
Romo gonna throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And he rifles one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. 2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
All right, say it with me now. A lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he is going to look. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So a 3rd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is Kadeem Carey, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They come up in an offset eye. They run with Langford, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He's back to throw. He completes it right side to White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carry for the workhorse tonight, Langford. And he's going to fight his way. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now it's Langford, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Barth puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Lucky Whitehead is intended target, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. Now a desperate, and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Cutler kneels on it, and that should just about do it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And, Charles, when you pull out a close game, the good thing about that is maybe next time you're in a nail-biter in the 4th quarter, you have a little more confidence.
Yeah, you're talking about your memory muscles, right? When you win those close ones, you have that confident feeling that you can continue to do so every time you're in that position.
Now, that said, you would rather win by 60 points, or do you like the close ones, too?
Well, I think everyone would rather win by 60. It's comfortable. Everyone gets to play. But when you win those nail-biters, dinner tastes just a little bit better that night.
So for Chicago, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.